Real estate is a wonderful investment for many reasons. One of the best reasons is leverage and the ability to buy with no money down. You can buy an asset with other people's money and have other people's money pay for the loan. When I was first learning in the late 1990s, I stumbled across some books on tape from the library. Yes, books on tape. Yes, the library. There is so much free information at the library. The book was by Carleton Sheets and was about buying houses with no money down. I watched some of his videos when testing out my VCR not too long ago. So cheesy, but still mostly relevant. Carleton Sheets' books inspired me. His tapes focused on leverage. They focused on other people's money. I do not think that was his phrase, but it was certainly his concept. I took his advice and bought several rental houses with other people's money. Here are some examples that I did. I have not done these in 15 years, but they worked then, and some derivation would work now. Check out the full details by visiting the link in the description. Other people's money with a credit card. What? A credit card? Yes. My dad, who was mostly around to tell me what I was doing wrong, gave me trouble for this. He told me I would go bankrupt, but it was a math problem. My credit card had a 0% interest rate for 12 months. I wrote a check off the credit card for a down payment on a house. I did not see it as risk. My math said the rental house income would cover paying off the down payment. This can also be done with personal lines of credit. Other people's money with a HELOC. A HELOC is a home equity line of credit. My first house had quite a bit of equity from appreciation in the early 2000s. I took out a HELOC mortgage. This let me write a check secured by the value of the house. The interest rate was low. I saw this as low risk because the mortgage on the house I bought covered it. Other people's money with phantom equity. I identified a house I wanted to buy. I made the mistake of using my dad's real estate agent. My dad front-ran my offer and bought it with cash. For himself to have as a rental. Great guy. I told him I still wanted it. He agreed to sell it to me for $15K more than he bought it for. This is real! Do not do this to your kids! I spoke with my lender and they agreed to let me buy it with no money down by assessing it for even higher. The lender required a 15% down payment. They agreed to have the loan be for 15% more than the sale price. My dad still walked away with the same amount. This was basically a phantom down payment. I also sold a house using phantom equity. I flipped a house with a friend. We agreed to hold a 15% second mortgage so the buyer could have a down payment of 15%. This was dumb, and I don't know if it's even allowed today. The buyer foreclosed on the house. I would do this as a buyer, though. The risk is on the seller. Before we continue with the video, take a quick moment to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. And don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you never miss out on our latest updates. Plus, we've got some helpful resources in the description. Check them out and share your comments after you're done watching. Other people's money with grants and forgivable loans. These are very common. I did not know about them when I was buying houses. Essentially, many municipalities and organizations will lend you money for down payments that they later forgive for jumping over low hurdles. Examples include cities giving $5,000 towards a down payment as long as you don't move in the first 5 years. Borrow from family and friends. This was never a personal option for me because I did not want it to be, but I am listing it here. This was one of the Carleton Sheets no down payment strategies. Other people's money rent. This is the best of them all. Once you own the house, you have a tenant pay it off for you. This was my entire strategy. Most landlords seek income. Instead, I had mortgages with shorter timelines. My entire goal was to have other people pay off the houses as quickly as possible. That is how I was able to retire early. Longer mortgages have lower payments, but you pay much more over the life of the loan in interest. Consider sacrificing more income for debt paydown by having shorter mortgages. Be smart. Listen, doing any of Carleton Sheets' no down payment strategies increases your risk. Be smart about it. Make sure your rent or income can cover all your expenses, including paying off the debt used for a down payment. This is critical. Do not buy a house you cannot afford. The idea that you need money to make money is not true with real estate. You do not need much cash. I started with $800 cash, and I retired in my early 40s. There are many ways to fund the down payment. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget the link in the description.